On this, the first edition of City Focus in 2022, we profile 2 officers for Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. We tell you how you can get your tickets to the Bird Supper. Valdosta Main Street invites everyone to love downtown during the month of February. The city restarts its participation in the Great Promise Partnership, and we speak to members of the Tree Commission. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus Meconico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. This is the first episode of City Focus in 2022. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. Here are the most important topics that are happening in the city. The engineering department was able to start the Travel Safely app in 2021. It took many people to gather the information to get the app started. This includes students from Valdosta State University.
The Smart City project was a great project working with VSU and Georgia Tech. It allowed us to bring in technology that we didn't have and advance the technology that we currently have. We was able to, with the SMART grant, the $100,000, it put us 5 to 7 years ahead of schedule. The project was a year project, so it actually ended in September. But we're hoping in the future that we will have opportunities to partner with them on other projects that would take our technology even farther.
And this is where I was looking at.
Students conducted counts for cars and students crossing the streets around the VSU campus. The experience was one of a kind for those that participated.
It was one of a kind, like no other. I'm glad I was offered to do it because I've never did a internship before, and I'm glad I got to work with people a little bit higher up, and it was very interesting. And I would definitely do it again.
Professors at the university believe that the hands-on learning that the students received is one of the best ways for students to retain information.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of experiential learning. We actually, at VSU, we really stress experiential learning right now. This is one of our initiatives on campus. We actually do that for several reasons. The first is to help students to make a connection. A lot of students, you know, when they come to campus, to class, they always ask, why did I have to learn this? What was this? I'm not going to do this for my job in the future, but doing a project like that using experiential learning tools like this as project teaches students to make a connection between what they learn in the classroom knowledge and connect it with the real world applications.
The city is always glad to partner with VSU and help students with their education. Each year, we celebrate Law Enforcement Appreciation Day on January 9th. Metro 17 sat down with a couple officers to talk about what it means to be an officer. Here's our conversation with Anamalia Stogner.
Heart to serve people is what really drew me to become a police officer. You know, it's not about, I could make arrests and everything, but more, it's like people that need me. You know, they call because they need us. And so for me to be able to help somebody out on their worst days of them calling us, then that's what gives me the most, happiness. I felt, complete when I helped somebody.
Stogner talked about a situation where a citizen thanked her for her service.
Yeah, there was a lady that had gotten into an accident, and she was a little older, so she was kind of unaware of what do I need to do? So I explained everything to her, but then she ended up getting taken to the hospital just to make sure she was okay. So I was still concerned about her because, she's older, and she stayed on my heart, and I'm just like, I'm gonna call her. I need to call and check on her. And she ended up, answering. I was like, hey, I don't remember her name, but like, hey, are you okay? I know you were a little frightened, you didn't know. And so with me calling her, she was just so appreciative of that, just you took that little extra mile just to help somebody.
She believes that it is very simple to show appreciation to a police officer.
For me, I love it when someone can say, thank you. It does make me feel good. But even if they don't say thank you, you could see it in their expression, in their face, when they just give you a smile. A smile is just enough. A smile and just a nod, and or a wave sometimes, because sometimes some people out here may not like law enforcement, but when you pass by them and you smile and see their face and the reactions, and they just give you that smile back, it's like I feel like we're doing something for this community.
We thank all the members of the Valdosta Police Department. I'm talking. Each year, we celebrate Law Enforcement Appreciation Day on January 9th. Metro 17 sat down with a couple officers to talk about what it means to be an officer. This is our conversation with Steve Turnmeyer.
I wear this uniform because I'm there for them. I'm there to help. My heart beats just like theirs does. I pick a profession because I want them to believe in us and to trust in us, that they can come to us, and if there's any type of situation they can feel safe, that they can come to me and say, hey, Officer Turnmeyer, I've got this problem at home, and they know that I'm going to take care of it.
He has been with the department for 20 years, but has really enjoyed his years as a school resource officer.
Being at Valdosta Middle School, I have had children come to me and ask me for guidance, advice. So I'm kind of like a mentor, counselor, and when they come knock on that door and they ask me, hey, I've got a problem, I can sit them down in this chair and we can sit here and have a discussion. And from them going to having a bad day to being mean and angry, it's like their whole day just kind of turned around and they're a much better person. I check on them. I give them my kind of story about how I grew up the same way they did.
He is now influencing a second generation of children.
When I was a resource officer at Valdosta High School, the old Valdosta High School, I now have their children at my school, and they always give me thanks for what I've done for them back when they were in high school, and how I saved them from being in the system, being in jail, being off, not knowing where they're going to live from day to day.
He says there is an easy way to thank officers on Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Appreciate your service. Thank you for what you do. And it's just that, hey, just that little bit, thank you, will go a long way with us.
We thank all members of the Valdosta Police Department for their service to the community.
Tickets are on sale for the 2022 Lowndes County Bird Supper, scheduled for Wednesday, February 2nd at the historic Georgia Railroad Depot in Atlanta, beginning at 5 p.m. The traditional event, sponsored by the Lowndes County Board of Commissioners and the City of Valdosta. Tickets may be purchased for $50 each at the Lowndes County Judicial Administrative Complex, located at 327 North Ashley Street, first floor, utility payment window. For more information, contact Lowndes County Public Information Officer Megan Barwick at 229-671-2400 or City of Valdosta Public Information Office at 229-259-3548. The City of Valdosta's Neighborhood Development Department has restarted its participation in the Great Promise Partnership. The department has hired 5 Valdosta High School students that will work in customer service, public works, community protection, and meter reading. These students will spend this semester working part-time for the city, learning work ethic and soft skills that they can take with them in their future careers.
It'll be a great tool for me to have in the future, and it'll give me a good experience in the workplace for whenever I get older. So it'll give me experience in the professional settings, and you always have to have a plan that if your original plan doesn't succeed, you have a plan to fall back on.
For more information, contact the Neighborhood Development Division. On Friday, January 14th, 4 new officers were sworn in at the Valdosta Police Department. Officers Harley Moss, Jose Perez, Joseph May, and Jeb King are the newest members of the Valdosta Police Department. The officers were sworn in front of their families, city officials, and members of the police department. Judge Richard M. Coward led the swearing-in ceremony. The officers are scheduled to start field training in 1 week, typically lasting for about 10 to 12 weeks. Welcome all the new officers to VPD. The Valdosta Fire Department wants to give citizens space heater safety tips during the colder winter months. Heating is the second leading cause of home fires and the third leading cause of home fire deaths.
Tips that Valdosta Fire Department will give is to never use your oven as heating in your house. Make sure that if you are using a space heater, make sure that it is clean. Make sure that you check it every 3 months. And if you need to get a qualified professional to come out and check it, please give them a call to allow them to come out and then check the space heater to make sure it's working properly. Also make sure that you keep things 3 feet apart from your space heaters. Make sure that you don't have any pets around the space heaters, as well as kid-free zone.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
How is my little birdykins feeling?
Well, I feel okay. My wing hurts a little bit, but that's okay. And look, Radar's feeling okay too. Look, he's got a little Band-Aid and a little smiley face.
Now, your wing may hurt for a day or two, Big Bird, and you might feel a bit tired, but you both did great. I made the decision to get Big Bird vaccinated because COVID vaccines are the best way to keep yourself, our friends and neighbors, and me safe and healthy. Talk to your healthcare providers about the vaccine for your kids. The vaccine is going to help my bird and all the kids out there stay safe and healthy.
Yeah, and it'll help me keep playing with my granny bird and all my friends at school.
Yeah.
It's okay to have questions about COVID vaccines for your kids. Get the latest facts by speaking to your pediatrician or healthcare provider.
And welcome back to City Focus. We're here with members of the Tree Commission, Carrie Watt and Monica Haynes, and we're going to talk a little bit about what you guys do. For those people that don't know what the Tree Commission is, what is the Tree Commission and what do y'all do?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. We appreciate you letting us have some time to talk about the Tree Commission. And the Tree Commission was started back in 1984, and it is one of quite a few advisory boards that are set up by the City Council to advise them on different areas that maybe they need a little more expertise in. So what we do is we make recommendations to the landscape ordinance, we come up with educational programs, and just whatever it takes to, first of all, maintain, but also improve the tree canopy that we have here in our beautiful city.
Yeah, and once again, a lot of people don't realize this is just not for beautification. There's other purposes for trees, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. I saw something on Facebook that said, wouldn't it be great if trees would act as cell phone towers? It's too bad all they do is make the oxygen that we breathe. So yeah, trees are pretty important to us.
Exactly. And why do you feel it's so important for you guys, Monica, to be a part of this Tree Commission?
Well, it takes a lot of driven people with good ideas to get out there and to really see what the community needs, to be forward thinking and to say we need to preserve these trees. They're very valuable to us. We also do a lot of projects in the community. One I think many people might recognize is over at the overpass downtown. Last year for our first responders, we put in a lot of trees and landscaping, really to honor them and their sacrifices during the pandemic. And that is one of our most recent ones. It not only beautifies that area, but before it was just an open field. So now we have some shade there and some beauty and stuff that the community can enjoy right there. That's just one of many projects that we do. But I think that the Tree Commission, we work really hard on those things for the community.
And Monica, you're very involved with the Tree Commission, but you help with the campus of VSU too. Tell us a little bit about what you do on the campus of VSU.
Well, at Valdosta State University, I am the superintendent of the grounds department, and I'd like to highlight that this year will be our 10th year as a Tree Campus USA, which we are very proud of. And we're surrounded by the city of Valdosta, and it has to be seamless. And I think that we work together very well in all aspects of the community urban forest to make sure that they're preserved and protected. We're constantly on the phone with our city arborist and others that are around the campus. We work together really well on that, and the campus trees are well preserved just as the city trees are.
Okay. And now February is a big month for us. In Georgia, we celebrate Arbor Day in February as opposed to April.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys have planned for the month of February?
Oh my goodness, every year we have a full schedule of events for the community. This year we're very proud. We're giving away the book, The Magic and the Mystery of Trees, to some of our elementary schools in the city to help highlight our love for trees. Also on Thursday, Valdosta State will be celebrating. This year, again, we will be doing it's a virtual, so people can join us on the website, which is actually quite nice because you can enjoy it during the event or afterwards. So a lot of people that can't attend will be able to do it that way. It was well received last year for many reasons, and so we will be doing that again at 10 a.m. on February 17th. Then on Friday, the city will be having their Arbor Day ceremony, and that will be at Mackey Street parking lot. They've done a lot of work over there, some really, really good things going on in that. I'm excited to share some information with you on that, the retention ponds, trees, a lot of reworking there, and I hope to be able to put some more information out in the community on that as well. But we're having the ceremony there. It's 36 years for the city of Valdosta, so it's a big deal for us. And we always give away tree seedlings, so you can look for more information on that at the city website, as well as our Rain Barrel Lunch and Learn that Tuesday. So that's a really popular class. You get to make your own rain barrel, learn about how you can use rainwater in your home landscape and garden.
Yeah, those classes fill up fast.
Yes.
We didn't have them for a while because of COVID and everything, but I know we had them back last year and they fill up quickly.
Yes, they do.
What else about the Tree Commission, Carrie, that you want people to know?
Well, another big event that we have coming up in February, actually it's on February 19th, is we're partnering with the Georgia Tree Council and the Georgia Forestry Commission with a program. It's a statewide program that they're doing, and it's called the Georgia Relief Program. And after Hurricane Michael came through and tore up so much of the tree canopy, they started this program to go through and replant a lot of trees. So thank you to the Georgia Forestry Commission and the Georgia Tree Council. They are giving away trees, and they're 5-gallon trees. So these are not little seedlings. These are pretty good sized trees, and of course the price is right. So you can go to the city's website or go to Valdosta Tree Commission, look up Valdosta Tree Commission, and all the details will be on there. The trees have to be ordered. They're ordered from Amy Hall. She's with the city of Valdosta, and the pickup is on February 19th, and that is at the greenhouses out at Wiregrass. Mm-hmm. So Wiregrass Georgia Technical College, 4089 Valtech Road is where the trees can be picked up. Again, the price is right. There is going to be a limit. I'm not sure what the limit's going to be, but there's going to be a limit on how many each person can get, because we want to make sure that we provide some to as many different people as possible. But boy, what an opportunity. And there's really a great selection that we have, mostly native trees. So what an opportunity to plant some shade trees in your yard.
Absolutely. Is there anything that citizens, just normal citizens, can do to aid the Tree Commission? Well,
recently we've had an opening on the Tree Commission. Carrie, you want to elaborate more on the position?
There is an opening on the Tree Commission now, and of course we want to encourage anybody that feels like they have something to offer. We have a good cross section of the community because we have Of course, an educator like myself, somebody that's involved in it every day like Monica with the VSU grounds. We have a professor from VSU. We have several people that are in the landscape industry. We have several people that are just lay people that are not directly involved. But we do have an opening, and if someone feels like they have something to contribute, then we would love for you to submit an application. Again, you can go online to the city's webpage and find out how to do that. And of course, the appointments are made by the city council, so we don't have any control over who is put on with us, but the meetings are fairly short. We meet we meet the second Monday of each month. We try to get down to business pretty quick because everybody's busy. But it's a great organization to be a part of, and we just want to encourage somebody to apply.
Well, I mean, one thing that I've learned in working with Stormwater and Kevin Jenkins at the city is we take pride in our trees here, and they're extremely important. And like I said, not just for beautification. Is there anything else that y'all want people to know about the Tree Commission before we get out of here today?
There's one other thing I'd like to mention real quick, and that is, you know, sometimes people, if I say I serve on the Valdosta Tree Commission, they kind of say, you know, why does Valdosta need a tree commission? We've got trees everywhere. And that's true, but we want to keep it that way. And if you drive any direction out of Valdosta, you will find large swaths of land that have been clear cut. And that's okay, we understand sometimes we have to do that, that's progress.
Yeah.
But we want to go in and make sure that we replant, that we save as many trees as we can, that we you know, provide our trees with the best opportunity to not just survive but thrive.
Exactly. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on and talk about the Tree Commission. It's a very active, important board or commission for our city, and we appreciate your time and come and talk about the Tree Commission.
Thank you so much, Marcus.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be back here on City Focus.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Valdosta Main Street is asking the community to love downtown during the month of February. Each time you spend $25, you're placed into a drawing to win a weekly prize or a $200 grand prize.
February kicks off our Love Downtown event, and that begins, of course, on February 1st and runs through the entire month. And we're doing something a little different this year in that we, anytime you spend $25 in a downtown business, you can scan our QR code and upload your receipt, and then that puts you into a drawing at the end of the month.
Main Street has made it easier for participants by using a QR code to upload your purchases.
We have flyers around downtown, but also you could just go to our website and upload it that way as well and just look for the Love Downtown information.
Main Street's goal is to make sure everyone remembers to shop local throughout the year.
February is generally a slower time for our downtown businesses. We're looking to help continue good sales, you know, through not just through the holiday season, but on throughout the year. And so we want to make sure that people are remembering to come downtown, shopping locally, and just making sure that our downtown businesses are supported by the community.
For more information, contact Valdosta Main Street.
The Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts presents a free live performance of Harriet, Tubman and the Underground Railroad. The musical will take place on Friday, February 4th at 6:30 p.m. at the Valdosta Performing Arts Center. 2 60-minute performances for Valdosta City Schools for Valdosta City Schools 8th graders will also take place during the school day. This is a classic tribute to a great American who freed herself and hundreds of others from slavery. Harriet Tubman's courage helped to change the world. Audience will share her adventurous life and will be deeply moved by the musical history lesson. Admission for the evening performance is free on a first-come, first-served basis. For more information about the program and other events and activities, call 229-247-2787 or visit turnercenter.org. Crime is trending down in Valdosta, and the Valdosta Police Department has the numbers to prove it.
This year we went down in our Part 1 crimes, we went down 4.8% from the year before, from 2020. And if we go back and look at 2020, I think we were down 20% from the year prior. So we are seeing a decrease in crime in Valdosta. This year we saw a decrease in our homicide rates. We had 3 less than we had the year before. We saw pretty much a decrease in everything. Our burglaries went down quite a bit, which we're very proud of.
Chief Manahan takes pride in the work of the men and women of the department.
I think they should be as proud as I am. Our men and women have been through so much adversity over the past year, and they still come in every day, put their uniforms on, put their badges on, and come out and serve the community, and we're continuing to see a decrease in crime. I'm very proud to be a part of this team.
She believes that the community plays a pivotal role in keeping crime stats low.
I think the community does have faith and trust in us, and they're reporting stuff to us, which helps our people get on scenes a lot faster and stop people who are actually in the act of committing a crime.
This is a trend the department has seen for a few years.
What we've noticed over the past 7 years is we've seen a decrease, a little bit of an upcrease here and there, but overall this year's crime numbers are down over 19% with the rate over the past 7 years.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department. COVID-19. We encourage everyone to get a COVID-19 vaccine to protect your family, your friends, and yourself. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also join next door for city updates. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.